Hello Pisces, and welcome to your general reading. If you just found my channel, welcome and thank you for being here. And there we go. Bottom of the deck, the thinking man. Okay, we have appreciation, the sun, caring connections, and storm warning. Why do I feel like there is an expression that you're not expecting? Like how much somebody cares about you, how helpful and loving you've been. Maybe they couldn't express that when you were together, if this is an ex. I don't know why I'm assuming that, but I am. There's a new beginning, and whatever that means, and it could have been a result of something that was tumultuous with this storm warning. If this is maybe, something that surfaces in what they have to say to you, but I feel like it changes the course of things, whether it's, something you reflect upon, it changes your feelings about them, it causes you to look at something differently or see them in a different light. I feel like it's about to surface. Oh, wow. Thinking man, man holding a heart, the honoring path, man holding a coin. Wow. Okay, let's see where we go with this, Pisces. What is playing out for you? Judgment. This could be a reunion. I did kind of get, is this someone who either is an ex or is not an active part of your life? Okay, let's take a look at what needs to come through for you regarding this energy. What needs to come through, Pisces? I just heard something's going to leave you speechless. Wow. Okay. Is that a surprise or shock? I don't know. Okay, I'm hearing there's more. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Five of Cups. There's something that was left unsaid. Okay, let's just get them out. But that's what I'm picking up with that Five of Cups. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Ooh, difficult, yeah. Magician, Three of Cups, Three of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Three threes. That's the first thing I'm noticing. You could be seeing threes. This could have been a third party. Okay, I'm hearing someone intervened on behalf of someone. I don't know what that means. Maybe this appreciation is thank you for that. Thank you for being a strong partner, a faithful friend. Okay, I want to get to what's going on here because I feel like this is potentially what's in the contents of this communication, whether it's written or spoken. I just saw 555. Okay, what is the Three of Pentacles? I'm hearing so many messages. I just heard you always had my back. And this is definitely an energy of participation, cooperation, working together. Okay, Three of Pentacles. What is that? Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. Was there a willingness on your part and not on their part? Because to me, to clarify with it in reverse, it feels like it's like a course correction, or maybe you were not on the same page in some respect. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Two of Cups. Why do I feel like this might become part of the story, but how do I put the feeling into words? Oh my gosh. See, they're having a hard time too, but maybe I'm picking up on them. I sort of feel like there was an opportunity missed. Like I wish I had taken that opportunity or said something when I had the opportunity to do it. It's something like that. Okay, Ten of Swords. Because I'm feeling like, in retrospect, maybe this had the ingredients of something really great, and I should have invested in this, or I wish I had given it a chance. Ten of Swords. The Seven of Wands in reverse. Like, I'm hearing uncle. Uncle. I don't know if there was something really painful, and therefore, like, you walked away, they walked away. One more. Ten of Swords, Seven of Wands, reverse. Page of Cups. An apology. I feel like this is heartfelt, whatever it is, but I want one more. Like, if you're wondering, is this sincere? The Page of Cups would tell me yes. Yeah, they want to come clean about something. What happened between the two of you. And I don't like to go into history lessons. We don't need it. But let's look at the Magician. You know what happened in your situation, but it's what I feel is happening to kind of make this right. I feel like somebody concealed another relationship. That's kind of what I'm getting. And maybe that relationship progressed, but maybe only to a certain point. And somebody may be coming back to you to say, I thought I was making the right choice. I made the wrong choice. Maybe this choice, the lovers, was invariably like, a lesson learned. Let's take a look at Magician. One more. Magician and the Lovers. Yeah. Disappointment. Disappointment. Taking a long time to say what's on their mind. Slowest moving knight in the deck. Like crickets. Maybe silence, or you just never had closure. They never had closure. What's the Three of Cups? The Ace of Wands. I'm setting these cards straight, and I'm usually not like really pedantic about, my cards laying out properly, but I'm fidgeting. And maybe that's like, maybe it has somebody nervous, Four of Swords. And I was kind of getting like I had no closure sort of energy with this. There could have been an interference by a third party. It could have been an affair. It could be that this person is saying, I see an exciting future with us. I want to get back together, not to hang on that third party energy. Three of Cups, Ace of Wands. The Four of Pentacles in reverse with the Devil. I want one more. I feel like the story's getting interesting. Three of Cups, Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Now, I feel like however the story plays out for you, Pisces, it feels to me like you might have been on the outskirts of a situation that you had no choice but to walk away. And, I am of the belief, you can criticize this. I'm of the belief that you're rarely with somebody and don't know a little bit about them. If you have no idea, then you didn't ask the right questions. But this person could have been more involved than you realized. And that created some sort of conflict. That created potentially... Okay, I'm hearing from Spirit that priorities had to shift. Now, see, it could be that there was something they were enmeshed in some way, and it doesn't need to be an outright like betrayal or lie, although that energy is certainly here. But I feel like there's something deeper and bigger, and I feel like they. It was like, how do I say this, Spirit? Best of both worlds. I just heard best of both worlds. Like hanging on by a thread to one thing and another thing, and there was no happy middle point with that. Okay, so what does the future look like, though? Because we have an energy of knowing what you want and where you're going and putting things into motion to get there. 3 of Wands. The 3 of Cups in reverse. Well, if a lack of happiness or cohesion is part of the issue here, it's like, okay, you got to drop whatever isn't working. And maybe you find that out. Maybe this crowd of people is part of this crowd of people. Okay, Justice and the Page of Pentacles. You're going to learn something. You're going to learn something. It's going to bring balance into this situation. And so are they doing something, perhaps, Spirit? 2 of Pentacles to move this forward? Or is this sort of I'm on the fence energy? What is this 2 of Pentacles? Because I can look at this as a really kind of wish-washy energy. Hierophant. I feel like this is juggling commitments, obligations, could be family. The Knight of Swords reverse. There's an anxious energy about what to say, what to do. Perhaps a concern that you're going to feel like you're being played a little bit. So what's on their mind? What do they want to say to you, Pisces? I love you deeply. I mean, do we even need to shuffle this deck anymore? I will see you again. Oh, wow. You made an impression on this person. Oh my, I want you, they're saying. Anything else? My work situation is changing. My past haunts me. Why are you ignoring me? You bowed out, I think. You bowed out. I have taken on too much responsibility. That's this, okay. Obligations, maybe familial. This person could be going through divorce. Maybe you learned that. Let's take a look at what is shifting in your relationship. Where do I want to go with this? I think I'm going to get out a new tarot deck. What is shifting in your relationship with this person? Wow. Okay. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Magician. Star. 9 of Swords. Hermit. Tower. 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel like what this person has to say is going to be a little bit surprising. You may be surprised that this person resurfaces. Perhaps they want to heal this connection. What else? What is shifting in your relationship? Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. This is like a fresh start. And I feel like maybe what you've needed from them, you get it in the way of information or however you've needed that, you know, I don't know. Like if you feel like what you said fell on deaf ears, maybe something finally gets returned to you that makes some sense. I feel like with this 5 of Pentacles in reverse, there's an emergence and you might have felt, you know, like completely out in the cold. What is that 5 of Pentacles reverse? The Chariot. Something moves forward. Strength. High Priestess. Page of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Judgment. The Wheel. Wow. I feel whether you intended to or not, you use your quiet or your inattention to, you know, their drama or whatever was going on. I feel like it prompted something in them that has shifted their decisions or their reality in some way. Let's, in keeping with spilling the beans, what is it you don't know? Let's be very clear for Pisces spirit. What is it they don't know about what's happening? Because it could be surprising. Maybe you get this phone call or read this letter or receive this message and you're like, whoa, I had no idea. Okay, I heard shuffle one more time. There's something in there. Oop, there they are. Bottom of the deck, dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair may be relevant for someone. Okay, let's see what we've got. Rat, someone working against you behind your back. Okay, we have owl, and it came out with older man. Good advice from a wise person, dealings or relationship with an older man. We have handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Disappointment in a friend or lover. Something's going on there. I feel like this is maybe what your person is dealing with. And then we have boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Someone may have dealt with a loss of a loved one. It could be, you know what I'm feeling? It's like what you don't know gets revealed, what you assumed gets cleared up. Anything, Spirit, that you can tell Pisces about this? The Five of Wands, Five of Swords, it's definitely showing up here. Incidentally, then we have 3 5s. A legal situation reaches resolution. Okay, so Justice, Hierophant, something that is requiring some sort of legal intervention or legal situation gets resolved. Important conversation, there it is. Get your ducks in a row. Okay, anything else? Unexpected guest. Bottom of the deck, the answer is coming. Ooh, this still feels convoluted, but that's okay. I'm the reader and I don't need to know. But for those of you who are waiting to hear something, it's coming. It's definitely coming. Is there any timing around this for Pisces? Well, it's an honest conversation. I feel it's like a really heartfelt outpouring. Destiny. Timing. Okay, it came out. Yours or theirs. Next birthday. Bottom of the deck, moving in the right direction. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to pause here. We may extend this one. I'm going to ask Spirit if this gets extended. I think it will. I have a feeling that once this honest conversation takes place, there's a lot more to come. So I'll pause here. Members, the extended will be in your playlist if this is where we part ways. So Pisces, thank you for being here. Have a very wonderful, happy New Year's Eve, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.